we start out with removing everything that was there. We're going to first set this flange that we have for the toilet. It's specifically built to this toilet. So we put these bolts in first to set the location, and we screw this down onto the flange itself. So we want to make sure we center those on the flange so that each side, so that it's centered. So for these brackets, you want to check them off the wall because it's going to pop the toilet out if they're not equal on each side. Okay. There's also these center lines on this template, so you can line those up right in the center with these bolts. You have different flooring. Sometimes it's just a wooden floor, and you want to pilot bit for that. These are the brackets that holds the toilet down. So you want these nice and secure, and then that will hold the toilet, and then we cork around the bottom, and that helps hold it as well. It's a bit of stability. So now we've got those down, we'll set a wax seal, and this goes between the floor and the flange, and just keeps a seal between there so it doesn't leak out on the floor. And then we want to make sure that these bolts are down tight on the flange so that they don't pull up or move. So now we can set this, and this will squash down. You want to push the wax so this sets on the floor. Put the washers on. In this case, we don't have to set the, you don't have to cut these bolts down because there's no caps to cover them. It's covered by the skirt on the toilet. We want to do them down snug, not too tight, otherwise you'll break the plastic. You want to make sure this cable comes out the back. There's a little divot here for it to come through. And then this will slide down over top, and you'll feel it because these holes right on the side here line up. And you feel the drain drop in. So then you just want to even it up on the wall here, make sure it's straight, and then we mount into these brackets here on the side. And you can feel that secure. Okay, so the next part we want to do is this toilet sensor clips into the back. So there's two little lugs on each side at the bottom. We want to make sure that they slide into place at the back here, and you'll hear it clip. It drops in, and then this little ring clips in the top. So slide that into place. So now we're going to set the bidet seat. So this has several connections on it. So we're going to connect half of these first. So the wiring locks into the seat here. So we feed that up and lock it into place. Then we can connect these wires. There's two connections. They're quite different, so they're pretty obvious. And then the water connections will set once we've got it down and in place. So now, lift this over, drop it down, make sure nothing's being pinched. And there's two bolts that go down the back. One of the water connections clips in, and the bottom one is threaded. So we're going to thread that in all the way. It doesn't have to be extremely tight because it's got O-ring seals, so just to snug up. Then we have this bracket, which slides over top and protects these different odds and ends. Okay, then we can set the two different trim pieces together. This side slides up here. Just cover those over. And then last of all, we can hook up the water. So it will run the bidet and flush the toilet, which is all electronic on this one.
For more how-to videos and the latest innovations for your bath and kitchen, please subscribe to our YouTube channel.